Hey HCG family, doing a check-in. I wanted to get back on track today and try to get back in my regular routine, and here it is like after 10 o'clock at night and I'm just now vlogging. So apparently I didn't make that little life goal today. However, I do want to report that I am down 3.4 today. Yes, you heard correctly, 3.4. I am now 0.4 below my LDW. That means I have released 9.2 pounds since my second day of loading, which is in 4 days. I'm super excited about that. I'm telling you, I think my body really likes HCG. I want to talk a minute about me taking the magnesium pills. I don't know if this has been happening to anybody else, but I've got a couple of canker sores in my mouth, and the only thing that I can attribute it to is the magnesium. I started getting the canker sores a couple of days after I started the magnesium, so I don't know if it's a little bit rough on my stomach or what, but I've not had any problems with any kind of sores or anything. The second thing I want to say is, for the newer people, I know I'm kind of new still, but for the newer people, you need to make sure you try to weigh the same time every day. And this is why. I woke up early this morning. My husband had to work nights last night, so he comes in about 4:30 this morning, and I kind of roll over and I think, well, I'm going to go back to sleep. Well, I never did go back to sleep, so I went ahead and got on up. So I guess about 5 o'clock I decide I'm going to weigh and see what my progress is. Well, my weight from my 5 o'clock weight to the weight at my 6:30 when I usually weigh was 0.8. And we all know that the point whatevers on this diet, we take every little point we can get. So, heck yeah, I used the second one. I was down 0.8. I had went to the bathroom and weighed like an hour and a half later, and I was down another 0.8. I'll take that. So make sure that you try to weigh at the same time every day so that you can get your most accurate weight. And also, after doing so good for the last 2 days, eating at home, and yesterday I had a steak that I had grilled on the grill, and then I had a broccoli with my Hooters ranch dressing, and I replaced another meal with some apples with cinnamon. I cooked them on the stovetop. Now, I leave the peel on the apple. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but I've left the peel on the apple the last 2 times I've done it, and I've had 2.5 to 3 apples that I ate at that meal. So I guess it's like a half steak, half apple day. I don't know if that's what's making the numbers come out or whatever. But today I had to go visit my mom, take care of some things, and she wanted to go out to eat, which is fine. So we end up going to Ryan's, and I still did good. I got baked chicken. I pulled the skin off, but I know it's got seasoning in it, so I'm not sure how it's going to affect my weight tomorrow. I got broccoli. I didn't put ranch on the broccoli at Ryan's, but you know how you know how they prepare the food and stuff? It just said steamed broccoli on the label, but we know that they add stuff in it because it didn't taste like plain broccoli. They probably had butter or something on it. And then I had some lettuce with a little bit of dressing on it. So I'm anxious to see, even though I didn't really cheat today, well, I'll take that back. Since we ate out and I ate the same kind of foods I would have eaten at home, but we know that it's prepared differently, I'm anxious to see how that's going to affect my release tomorrow. I hope it's not going to put a kink in it, but we know that I'm not going to keep pulling these numbers for many more days. That's just because I've just now started back on the VLCD. And I also want to say that Tom, I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, that Tom was probably coming. Well, Tom right now is being like this homeless bum that needs somewhere to crash for either a few hours at a time or a day at a time, and then he moves back out to the homeless shelter. So I don't know if it's the particular drops that I'm taking this time or what, but he needs to move in, spend his time here, and get out before we get to Disney. So, Tom, if you're listening, go back to the homeless shelter or hurry up and do your thing and leave me alone. Just wanted to throw that in. I guess that's all I've got for tonight. Just got a few hours before I have to get the kids up and get my daughter to school, and I hope to come back home and be able to vlog on in the morning time again. So I guess you'll be able to stay tuned and see in just a few short hours how the food from Ryan's, that I would normally, the same kind of foods that I would probably eat at home, but how it being prepared and stuff, how it's going to affect my numbers for tomorrow. I hope everybody's having great releases and has a super night, and we shall talk tomorrow. Bye.